Hey everyone. Welcome back to Conscious Reality, where mind meets matter and all of your conscious thoughts are exposed. I'm your host, Cherie. So great to be back with you all. So I want to do something a little bit different today. I want to just do like a little talk, maybe some updates, and just talk about some downloads I had about this new moon in Aquarius. And then I'm going to do a reading, like a little miniature reading, just for the energy with this new moon that we have in Aquarius. So I'm pretty sure you all have been feeling the stallion. This Aquarius energy is heavy. We're in Aquarius season right now. I'm an Aquarius, if you didn't know. But yeah, all this Aquarius energy is coming in so heavy right now. And I know a lot of people are a little bit worried, and I've been seeing a lot of like complaining about this Mercury retrograde, but this is just like a time to kind of like reflect. You can still move forward with your life. You don't have to be worried and stuck up in like the whole like Mercury retrograde drama. Let's say it that way, that Mercury retrograde drama. Once you elevate your energy so high, all this like little Mercury retrograde scarcity and I don't want to say BS, but pretty much BS is just a thing of the past. You can move forward. You don't have to base your whole entire life based off of the retrograde. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get your energy so strong and just steady, you'll know when to move and when to not move, and when to do things for you and when to not do things for you. You can't just kind of put your whole life on pause just because everyone else is telling you to. You got to make those steps and strides to just doing what you need to do, doing what you feel is right in your spirit, doing what your heart is telling you to do. You got to follow along your own individual path. You don't join in of, the sheep of everyone else. Be you, be your individual self. So that's actually the first thing I want to talk about, is being an individual. That's what all this Aquarius energy is about, pretty much. Notice that when you meet an Aquarius, they always stand out. It's something about them. They don't fit in with the rest of the crew. You can tell, off rip that this person is different. This person is really an individual. This person is unique. So that's being pushed to the forefront right now. Spirit is really wanting you all to step within your individuality. Stop trying to fit in with the clique. It's no one clique for you to fit into. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. You not like showing up as your individual self is literally like a smack to the creator. Like you don't think you're worthy enough to be you. You don't think you're deserving enough to be you. You need to like feel that worthiness within, right? If you feel it within, and then others will see and like feel it, that you feel it within and that you're worthy, and then they'll fall in line, and then you know what I'm saying, like no, and kind of like, okay, this person is deserving of worthiness because you're giving it to yourself. So you can't keep relying on other folks to give you this approval. So a lot of us may be like holding ourselves back from taking that extra step, from just stepping out of the crowd and being your individual self. This is literally like your time to just get more comfortable within who you are, get comfortable within your energy, get comfortable within your individuality, and then go out and be you. Like be you 24/7. Never let anyone hold you back. Never let anyone change you. You got to be steady and sturdy and grounded within who you are. That's why I feel like the retrograde is literally happening in this Aquarius season, because it's all about that individuality. So Spirit is really telling you to step back, take a pause, separate yourself from others. See yourself as an individual. You don't have to fit in with everyone. You don't have to go with the grain. You're not meant to go with the grain. You're not meant to go with the current. You're meant to go on your own wave. You're meant to be your own individual self. You're meant to just stay in your own lane. Even though you and others may have similarities, you're still different. You still think different. You'll still act different. You'll still, rock a certain outfit different. Just notice, like, okay, when kids go to school where they have this all the same uniform, like you can still see people's individuality peak from that one simple uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like people will still find a way to be themselves. People will still find a way to show their individuality, and Spirit is literally telling you to do that. Remove folks out of your life who go against you being an individual. Remove folks out of your life who like fall in line with society's like orders and want you to do it too, knowing that that's not suiting for you, knowing that that doesn't fit you, knowing that like living this way has never accommodated you, living a certain way has never made you happy. So spirit is literally telling you, you have to go against the grain and just be you. You have to respect yourself enough to be yourself. You have to respect yourself enough to be an individual, because that's what you came down here to be. You came down here to be you, be yourself, express your own energy to the fullest. And sometimes that's why during this retrograde, that's why we're experiencing all this right now, because spirit is literally showing you where you lost you. Spirit is showing you where you lost yourself at. You lost yourself in everyone else's waves. You lost yourself in everyone else's energy. You lost yourself in others. Spirit is literally calling you back home to you. Calling you back home to your own energy. Calling you back home to stand up in your own individuality. So we have to do that. This is that time, Mercury retrograde for reflection. So reflect in who you are. Reflect upon the people who's not letting you shine as your individual self. Reflect and remove. That's all. Reflect and remove. Another thing with this new moon in Aquarius, I don't know about y'all, but are y'all feeling this love? Are y'all feeling this love? It feels amazing. It's literally overshining everything else. Once you fully step into your heart chakra and fully step into the love of you, the love of everyone, the love of self, the love of spirit, the love of like, yes, we are all connected, but you are still your own self. You are still your own energy. You are still an individual. Individuality is literally coming through so clear. You got to stop trying to be like everyone else. Stop trying to look like everyone else. Stop trying to act like everyone else. Stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. You're not meant to do that. You're not meant to fall in line. You're meant to break that line. We're breaking generational curses, okay? So you can't fall in line like everyone else. But okay, I totally got sidetracked it. But back to this whole love. Comes with that 5D energy, right? And I feel like it's literally, with this whole like Valentine's Day too coming up, everyone's kind of falling into that, oh well, I want a significant other, I want this, I want that, and I want someone to love me. How can someone love you if you don't love you? You don't accept you. You don't show up as your authentic individual self. You're too busy trying to look like this person. You're too busy trying to act like that person. You're going with the wave because this is what society likes at the time. Who gives a fuck about society? Because society will change every 2 seconds. Notice that society's like looks and this and that and their wants of specific people is always changing. So you're constantly going to continue to change yourself every week, every day, just to fit in with society. You don't even know who you are, so how can someone else love you for who you are? You see what I'm saying? You have to know who you are. You have to be your individual self. You have to express yourself as your individual self. You can't go walking around with like, just like this painted on fake character, showing it out to everyone. And then you attract people who are interested in those things, who are interested in the fakeness, who aren't real. Because you're going to attract what you are. So if you're not being real with yourself, if you're not being real within and who you are and expressing that daily, what do you think you're going to attract? In your love life, in your friendship life, in your work life, just all of the above. You have to show up as you. You have to like, I really don't want to say not give a fuck, but not give a fuck. This is that Aquarius season. You are literally being pushed more into that not giving a fuck aspect. You can't care what others are going to think of you. You can't care how others are going to feel with you. If you really fuck with you, if you really love you and who you are, who cares about what anyone else thinks? And then notice too, the more you step up within your authentic self, the more that other people who will respect and love your authenticity will be attracted to you in your life. The more you can love you, the more you will like bring in people who will love you for you, not up to this fake persona of who you're trying to be. You see what I'm saying? The more you heal you and fall back in love with you and respect yourself and respect your own energy, then you can attract those people who will respect you, who will respect your own energy, who will respect yourself. You can't keep trying to go around and changing yourself and flip-flopping and trying to fit into other folks' energy. It's not happening. It's not working. It's not in your highest favor. It's not in your highest good. You're not moving from your heart. So, yeah, those were my downloads that I've been having, that has been coming through. So you literally have to show up for yourself. You literally have to love yourself. Put yourself first. A lot of people are trying to put other people ahead of them. Why? You can't put others ahead of you. That's not even cool. You know, out here chasing, you know, love or chasing the approval of other folks. You'll never get that authenticity represented back to you in your life, because you're not being authentic with you. You never get someone who will put you first, because you're not even putting yourself first. And then even at that, you shouldn't even want someone who's going to put you first, because they should be putting themselves first. You know, you gotta like stop trying to put your happiness into someone else's hands. Your happiness relies solely in you. Like I say always, people are wishy-washy. They're gonna flip-flop all the time. People aren't consistent, but who's consistent to you? You. If you are actually being consistent to yourself. See? You have to be consistent to you and your own energy. You have to choose you. All right, so let's see what this energy is of this new moon in Aquarius. I'm only going to pull a couple cards because, yeah, that literally is going right into this message that I'm talking about. Coming out first, the Strength card. Funny, right? Courage and endurance. Like I stated earlier, you have to be your individual self. You have to have the courage to show up as you. You have to have the courage to choose you no matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else thinks. And having that endurance is an elephant. It's the elephant of strength. This card is just moving from your heart chakra. We got some pink in here. We got that green, that yellow, all these colors, being colorful if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, let your heart shine. Let who you are shine. Let your individuality shine. Don't care what others think or want you to think, or don't care how, if, oh, I gotta be worried about not doing this or not wearing this because of how someone else will feel. Who cares? You have to respect you. You have to pull up that courage within yourself to respect yourself. Put yourself first. Move forward within your own strength. Lean on you. You're going to be the only person who's going to have your back. You have to lean on yourself. You have to have your own back. You have to choose yourself. Choose your own creativity. Choose your own meanings of love. Choose your own way of thinking. Mercury retrograde, communication. Aquarius, air sign, communication. Communicate how you want. No, don't be like disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? But don't let people disrespect you. Put your foot down, have those boundaries up, have the courage to stand within your own energy and say, no, I'm not going to accept this if it's anything less than love and what you really, truly deserve. You have to have the courage to stand up for yourself. You have to have the courage to stand up and be your individual self. It could be a little bit hard when the world is judgy and you're not fitting in with the norm, but you didn't come down here to fit in. You didn't. But did you wanted me to say that you came down here to fit in? You didn't. You didn't. Came down here to be an individual. That's why we have like what is it? Six planets right now in Aquarius during the Mercury retrograde. If y'all not getting that message, come on now. And then Knight of Shells. Charm and passion. I'm telling you, fall in love with you. Look at that art. This flamingo pink. Like, love your divine self. Again, we got a lot of colors here. So stepping in your own charm, your own passion. Charm yourself. Create how you want to create. Stop being worried about if so-and-so is going to like this, or if this person is going to like this, or if someone's going to have something to say. Someone will always have something to say. Good or bad, people will always talk. So who cares? Right? You really cannot care. You have to stand alone in your individual self. Stand strong on one leg. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else's approval. You don't need anyone else to tell you what to think, how to act, how to dress, what to do. You don't need it. You have to literally pull down to your intuition, connect with yourself. You know what you should and shouldn't do, so follow your own path. What has worked in the past, you notice is not working anymore. Stop trying to also do things to where you notice that it hasn't been working for you. You're still trying to make it work for you. It's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again with no change result. If having a regular normal job didn't work for you, it's not going to work for you now. If being a morning person didn't work for you, it's not going to work for you now. You got to stand up for yourself. Have that courage and endurance, that strength to be you. You have to love you and respect you enough to be your individual self. You have to have that passion for yourself. No one else can give you that passion. No one else can give you that love if you don't give it to yourself first. No one else will step up for you if you can't even step up for yourself. You have to step up for your authentic self. You got to show the world who you are unapologetically. Don't give zero fucks. Be you. Shine your light. Because if you just are out here trying to be like someone else, the only thing you're going to do is just dim your light. Or, you know, give more light to someone else, because they're going to be like, oh, well, this person's just trying to act like this person. You know what I'm saying? So now that attention is easily taken off of you and given to that other person. See, energy works in mysterious ways. I'm telling you. Like, you got to pay attention. It'll be just like the slightest things, and then that's even more opposite of what you wanted, because you're too busy like, oh, if I act like this person, then I'll get all the attention like this person is getting. But it's like, you're putting your attention into that person, right? So you're not supposed to be giving away your light, giving away your power, giving away your individuality. No, not cool. Nope. And get rid of those who block you from it. Even if you can't like physically get rid of them or physically block them out, you can mentally block them out. Get your energy and love for self. Get that passion for you so strong to where no one else's opinion will matter. You won't let anyone else affect you. It won't matter. Yeah, you can talk all you want, but I'm going to ignore you. I'm me. I didn't come down here to please you. I didn't come down here to make you happy. I didn't come down here to fall within your steps, your footsteps. This image that you have of me inside of your head, I can't even see that image. I don't know who she fucking is. It's not the image I see and feel in my heart. I don't know who this person is that you have in your head of me. This vision that of you, how you think I should be. I don't know who that person is. You just sound delusional now. How the fuck am I gonna know who this person is inside of your head that you want me to be? I can't be that. The only thing I can be is me. Stepping within your individuality. Alright, so yeah, I know during the moon time, I love to do my Divine Feminine Oracle deck. Because, ooh, that's way too many cards. No, Spirit, we are not gonna do... Oh, we're not gonna do all those. Because you know, the moon is ruled by your feminine energy. That intuition. So I just want to see what energy we should embody. You keep giving me all these cards. Spirit, what is going on? I just want to see what energy we should embody. In a second, I'm going to just pick one. I be liking when the cards fly out at me. But, you know, I've been getting more so into my intuition to where I just be choosing. And there we go. Be right on time. Okay. Who came out? Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. What was that last card we just had? That charm and passion? Compassion for yourself. Stepping up within your own authentic self. Standing up for your own individuality. Having that compassion and love for you. All these reds. Okay, let's see. I can't go in order in this booklet because where's my little thingy? They don't put them in order in here. There we go. They're not in order in this booklet. Okay. Let's see what Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, has to say. All right, y'all, we back. I gotta clean my storage out again, but okay. Kuan Yin. When your soul selects her card, Kuan Yin is about the deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain. To really listen, we have to move from the ego to the soul so that the story we are listening to doesn't become about us or trigger us. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell ourselves about who we are. Was I not just saying be your individual self, having to learn how to separate yourself from others, from separating yourself from others' like mentality of how they think you should be, or from falling in line within the pack because you know you're different? Okay. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we would ever be to someone else. Can't be hard on yourself. You ever notice yourself telling others like, oh, it's okay, I forgive you, then you turn around and give yourself tough love? What is that all about? Like you don't deserve that sweet, fulfilling love that you give others? Like you don't deserve that compassion that you give others? Kuan Yin suggests that we listen simply with curiosity. Curiosity allows us to detach from the needing to take the suffering of someone we love personally. You got to disconnect. Like I said, literally in the beginning, you know how we're all connected, but you're still an individual. You don't have to take on others' pain. I literally talked about this too in my other video about learning how to let go. I forgot what I named it, but learning how to let go so that you can heal and taking accountability so that you can heal. Learning how to separate yourself. Where did I go? Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in the suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. So you don't have to take on other people's energy as an empath. Just go back to my light and dark empath video. As an empath, you know, we think we should take on other people's problems, and a lot of people would dish them out on you. They would project their stuff out on you. You don't have to take it on. You gotta be there, be an ear to listen if you want help, if you want, you know, depending on how they're dishing it out to you, if they're trying to just push it out on you, you know, and then still, again, separate from that person. Go within, see why you even attracted that person in the first place, and heal. Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often, just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. So, what pain or suffering can I listen to now with curiosity? I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. You don't have to take on your pain. You can observe it. Go through those emotions in order to release it. Acknowledge it. Take on those lessons that you learned so that you can prevent yourself from getting tied up into something similar down the long run. But you don't have to take it on. You don't have to take on yours. You don't have to take on anyone else's. Yes, you have that compassion, but showing that compassion in your heart doesn't mean that you have to take it on for you and add more to your own load. You can't keep trying to, heal others and be that one for others when you're ignoring your own healing. You're too busy trying to help others, but who's going to be there to help you? You're building up everyone else, but who's going to be there to build you up? You see, you have to put yourself first. You have to choose you first. You have to love you first. You have to respect you first. Hold steady to your boundaries. Can't let anyone slip and slide through your boundaries. That's not okay. It's not okay. Choose you, love you, put you first. All right, y'all. On that note, keep your energy high. Keep your vibration high. Keep that love in your heart. And until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.